Hello, everyone. Hello, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. So I'm getting ready today to do a couple of to do some content for TikTok. And I wanted to say hello to everyone. Hello to my friends. I noticed that I have friends all around the world. And I was shocked to see how many of you are out there. My wonderful video from 40 hours ago. Hi, thank you for the hearts. I don't even know how to create those hearts yet, but I will figure it out. So my, what is this? Oh, it's going both ways. How do I get it not to do that? Let me see, settings. I don't want to mirror my view. Look, I'm learning. Well, I don't want that little thingy there. What the heck? How do I get rid of that thing? Settings. It's called, I don't know. Let's stick it up there. Oh, it went away. Yay. Okay, so what I've got going on today is I'm going to do some content. I'm not selling homes today because everyone is focused on the election. And I'll probably just stay in tonight. I've been invited to several parties, several events with political people, friends. I've been invited to home parties. I've been invited to local parties. But I want to spend time with you guys tonight, and I'm going to be here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream the election because I don't know if I know how to do it, but I will be here making commentary, and if I can figure out how to get it on the TikTok here, then we can watch stuff. But the chances of that are not good, but you never know. I might figure it out. So, but I am going to be talking through the election results, and I'm getting ready to do a couple of things of content. So I thought maybe I would just talk to you guys today. I really appreciate you who watch me and who leave comments especially and tell me what you want to hear about, because I can create content based upon your questions. It's election day. I have that song going in my head and it's like, I'm voting Donald Trump, baby. This world needs saving. That song just keeps going on in my head and I can't get it out of my head, which is great because today is election day. Today is a big, huge day. It's the hugest day in the world. It's the day that we take our country back. You know, we're taking our country back. We're taking our power back. We're not putting up with the bull crap anymore, and we're not happy. And people that have never voted before are voting. People that this is their first time voting are voting. People that are Democrat are voting Republican. Joe Rogan, who is a major staunch Democrat, but he has endorsed Donald Trump last night, you know, in the nick of time, because he sees what's going on. It's not Republican versus Democrat anymore. It is now the people versus the machine. And if we don't get out and vote, if you don't get out and vote, especially in a swing state, but even no matter where you are, I mean, it looks like they're turning California red. Like, if you don't get out there and vote, we're not going to have anything to vote for. And this is not just political rhetoric. This is real life. This is not like I heard Oprah last night saying, oh, right now is the time to vote. Now's the time. And if you don't, we're in danger. And, you know, she's on the Diddy list from what I understand. So it's dangerous for her if people don't vote her way. But she's trying to tell everybody it's dangerous for everybody. It's there's no danger to get out and vote for Donald Trump. So that is who I'm voting for. Or I voted like as soon as I could. So I voted early. And and then I started doing these lives, and then I made some content, and the content I got, can I tell y'all again? It makes me so happy. I got, well, it's now at 1.9 million views on one of my videos. 1.9 million. That is nothing to shake a stick at. That's like the level of Charlie Kirk. I mean, he gets that every day, but I don't go around every day and do all the things he does. I just work my butt off. I'm a hardworking American woman who did a TikTok and got 1.9 million views. That's incredible. So what does that do? That motivates me. It's like, okay, maybe I should do something with this. If I could do a video and people are going to watch it, of course, I mean, it was about the election and I understand, but even 1 million views would have been great. Or I freaked out when it was at 100,000. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and show up for this. So that's why you're seeing me every day on here. And I'm just kind of taking it slow and easy and treating this kind of like a little podcast because I have a full-time job. I'm a real estate broker and that's what I do every day. So I don't have time I don't have a production crew. I don't have a stylist. I don't have the money for I have money, but I don't have enough and sometimes, if I sell a big old house, I can do stuff. But sometimes I'm like, okay, when will I sell a house again? So I don't have the production crew. I don't have the writers. I don't have staff, but I have me. So that's kind of why I'm doing it this way. And just while I'm getting ready, because I have to get ready anyway. And people like to watch it. So I can talk as I do it like it's a show. Now, it's the Jenna Ryan Show. Now, let me tell you, and I'm going to be doing this every day. I mean, I'm so motivated right now. So y'all need to come back. I don't know what time. I don't really have a time. I guess right now is the time. But it's going to be like a little show. So I don't know if y'all know, but I used to have a radio show in Dallas on iHeartMedia. And I did it once a week for an hour. And we had, commercial breaks. And I would bring a local person in and I would interview them. So I'm very skilled at knowing how to do shows, okay? But this show that I'm doing is just going to be me talking for now until I get some momentum. And once I get, some momentum, then I feel like that's going to get me to my next level. Like if I get momentum and I see that, okay, now maybe I'll take some time to set up my podcast because I want to talk about things that matter, like women's rights. I'm very into women's rights and boosting the female in society. And I don't like sexism. So I'll be discussing things like that. And I'll be interviewing people. And I have all the equipment. I've just kind of been, after the January 6th, after I went to prison for protesting the 2020 election, I went to prison for 60 days. And then I got canceled by society. That really threw me for a loop. Okay? So I couldn't really do anything. I was just like, you don't want to know. It was bad. Meanwhile, I have a lot to say. So maybe this, whole situation was God's way of preparing me for all the media that I can handle, taking me to the next level. And I had to go through hell, but you have to go through hell before you get to heaven. So maybe that's what it was. So I'm going to be talking today about the election. I really want to save this for a video, but I can't wait to tell you what's going on. So basically, we have... Okay, Trump's amazing, okay? The guy he doesn't mess around, all right? He has these huge, beautiful hotels. I don't like these things, but I just saw them in my drawer. I was like, I think I'm going to use them. What do you think? I don't like them at all, but... Ooh, that's going to drive me crazy. I can't. But I don't want to mess with it. So anyway, okay, Trump is so smart. Like, he runs these massive hotels. So in the 2020 election, we were cremated in terms of boots on the ground and what was allowed to happen and what we didn't know and COVID and all of that stuff. And he didn't have the right people in place because he had no idea. I mean, he knew there was some issues, But he had no idea the level that they would go to win in 2020. He had no idea. Now, so Trump has some wonderful people. Donald Trump is President Donald Trump. Even if it's a former president, you don't call them a former president. Like if you're doing radio, like if I had a mayor on, a former mayor, you don't go, hey, former mayor of Plano. You say Mayor Carter or Mayor Johnson. You don't call somebody former mayor. You don't call somebody former president. When you're talking to them, you call them the president. You call them by their name, which is once you're a president, you're always a president. It doesn't mean you're like the acting president right now, but it just means it's just called respect. Anyway, President Trump is brilliant. And he knows how to get the right people around him. He does not mess around. He does not, there's no schlepping, okay? If you look at Laura Trump, she is like somebody that I really look up to as an example, as a leader of a woman who is taking the bull by the horns. And if you can imagine her day, I mean, I can imagine her waking up at 5 a.m. and everything is orderly and everything, she does everything with the utmost of finesse. Like nothing is out, it's like, like Melania. These people don't mess around. They're not going to slip up. I mean, if you see Melania in an interview, she has the strongest, best boundaries. She never says anything stupid. Everything she says is just like, wow. Like, I need to learn from this woman. I'm taking notes, literal notes, because she knows how to handle the press. She doesn't talk too much. She doesn't need the attention. So, she's got everything and she knows it. And that's how you keep a man like Trump, I would imagine. He's attracted to that. And then probably attracted to her silent dignity. She doesn't like run the show, but she's running the show kind of thing. Like she knows her place. And if you're going to be with a strong man, you've got to be submissive. But however, that's not the point. The point is that the lady is classy. Classy. Okay, I'm back to Laura Trump. So Laura Trump, whenever the 2020 election happened, we had a leader of the RNC was, I think, Ronna McDaniel. And don't quote me on this. This is just because, just rumor mill. I can't remember. I wasn't paying attention back then. But they were paying attention. And so all of the issues with the election, which nobody voted early back then. So all of the issues with the election were, Trump was like, we got to fix this, and he couldn't get those bureaucrats, which that's what you have in politics, okay? You have people that it's all about power and who gets to do this and who gets to do that. And he couldn't get them to do anything, okay, about voting issues. Plus, he had 1 minute to do it because everybody hadn't voted early, like now. So Ronna McDaniel was running the RNC, and he couldn't get anything done because you had to have boots on the ground. So this time, they have a plan, some genius plan. I consider it to be extremely, extremely well thought out and genius. And protecting American people. Okay? So we're not stupid anymore. Like, we woke up. Oh, okay. It's kind of like if you get tricked by a narcissist and you're, and then their game. And you're like, okay, I know your game. We're not going to play that game this time. Look at my ring I'm wearing today. My fat ring. I got this at Nordstrom, the real Nordstrom, back when I was making a ton of money, back when I was... Man, a lot of years ago. I've had this for a lot of years because it's been a long time since I made a ton of money. Okay. I'm talking maybe 15 years. A long time. I've been wearing this ring. But I don't wear it all the time. Okay. So he hired... so That's who we had running the RNC, or that's who was running the RNC, and nobody could do anything about it. This time, Trump was able to get his own daughter-in-law to be the co-chair of the RNC. So he trusts her, and he knows she's on it. I mean, the lady has to wake up at 5 in the morning. Look at her figure. Look at her beautiful self. Look at how she takes care of herself. Look at how she speaks. Look at how hard she works. You know, she's married to a Trump. She is a bad to the bone woman, and he trusted her, okay? And so now, if there's any voting problems, guess who's the one looking after it? Not somebody that Trump doesn't trust, not somebody that Trump doesn't know, but his own family. So, like, literally, he can call her, okay, in the middle of the night, 2 in the morning. Like the other day, I heard her say that Trump texted her at 2 in the morning, 2:15 in the morning, and she was up. And then she texted him back, and they're texting at 2 in the morning. So they're able to really be in real time. Oh, and then also the whole key was early voting. Vote early. Vote early. And so I was at the Laura Trump event, and I saw her. I was sitting like, she was right there. I mean, well, we took a picture together. And I mean, we weren't, you know, I didn't get to say, la, la, la. You can't just go talk to her, okay? If you're me, you know. Maybe if you're somebody else, but not me. But anyway, it was a big deal to be at this event. And she was explaining, you know, all of the things that, you know, they're doing. And basically, she says the same things on Twitter. But it's really cool when you see it firsthand. It makes you really feel a part of what they're doing. Whenever you're, like, listening to them and you're like, okay, now I understand. Now I know what to say in my TikToks or now I know what to say to my friends because I have been instructed by the top here. Okay. And it was just a God thing that I got the opportunity to do that. So basically what they've done is they've got like this whole team of poll watchers. Okay. Poll watchers, people that are watching the polls. Well, guess what? Arizona, I mean, okay, if you don't know, if you're not from America or you're not paying attention or you just don't know or care or whatever, the most strongest state, the swing state that is going to rule this election is Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the state that everybody, they have to win. I mean, there's other ways to win, but not many. So Pennsylvania is the most important one. And that's why we've seen, hey there. That's why we've seen Elon Musk heading out to Pennsylvania. We've seen Scott Presler headed out to Pennsylvania and just, you know, doing rally after rally. Trump going out to Pennsylvania. Okay. The Amish are coming out in Pennsylvania. The Amish don't even vote until now. Okay. So the Amish coming out in full force. The Amish, if you don't know what Amish are, if you're like from another country, Amish is a religion here, and they don't do any kind of technology. They're like old school. They have milks, and they milk their own cows, and they're very anti-political, and they are like Mennonites, and they just look it up, Amish, and they have beards, and they're just a different kind of people. And the fact that they came out to vote is very, very, well, they had like 80,000 Amish. And, you know, we don't want to lose Pennsylvania by, you know, anything. We want every single person out there. And we have Scott Presler. Scott Presler has just on his own simply been an amazing American. He deserves so much recognition, so much credit. He deserves a plaque. He deserves a medal. He deserves a presidential medal. He deserves so much because that guy has worked tirelessly, passionately to get people registered. That's what every American should be doing. He is an example of what an American should be and how all of us should be and how serious we should all take this election. He understood the assignment. He understood the assignment and he went out there and got who knows? I mean, I'm sure he did so many things I don't even know about, but I'm just so, and I don't get anything for telling y'all this. Like, what do I get? Nobody knows who I am. Nobody gives a rips rat about me. But here's the thing. I'm just telling you about real Americans who are amazing. And of course we have Elon Musk going and giving that, causing that stir, giving people millions of dollars. I mean, how would you like it if you, that gets people's attention, and it's not like, they were doing it. That's what they did in 2020. I think Zuckerberg in 2020, when we lost the election, was out paying for people to do stuff. I can't remember exactly what happened, but, anyway, so they filed a suit against him. And he was like, he won. He won the right to do that. He won the right to give money. So I was like, wow, I didn't even know you could do that. And for somebody to be so generous, he's the richest man in the world. Okay. And for somebody to be generous like that and care about our country. I mean, another hero, another American hero. Look at all these heroes who are popping up and giving of themselves. Okay. He is sacrificing Elon a lot, but he knows if he does not do this, that we're not going to have the freedom. They'll take X, and they have all these plans to censor social media completely. So he knows that he's got to do this. So even though he has a company that he wants to sell to he wants to sell cars to everyone. He's doing phones, but he's sacrificing that. He's sacrificing the approval of everyone because he knows the importance of voting for Donald J. Trump today. Today is the day. And Donald Trump, his message for today is stay in line. Stay in line if you're in the voting centers. Do not get discouraged. Stay in line and vote. If you were thinking of not voting, if you are just kind of, thinking that your vote doesn't count, please don't. Get off right now and go vote immediately. Okay? So that's what's happening there. And then, so basically what was going on today is Pennsylvania, which is the state to win, which is why I don't know why Pennsylvania is like the place. Okay? Now I want you to know I skip around. Back in 2020, this is hard to do, y'all. This is already hard, but add in there the fact that I'm doing it on camera. Welcome to double hard. So, Biden flipped Biden. Trump was holding these massive rallies, massive rallies in all the swing states, working his butt off like he always does. And Biden flipped 6 of the 7 swing states. Okay. All of the rest belts, 2 of the Sun Belt. He flipped Pennsylvania. He flipped Arizona. He flipped Georgia. They flipped all of those in 2020. Okay. You got this. So now Trump has to flip. When I say Trump, I mean America has to flip. Now we have to flip them back. And so everybody is in Arizona. Everybody's focus is on Pennsylvania because they have 19 electoral college votes. That's a ton. Okay? So they're all in Pennsylvania. And that's where, if anybody were going to pull some shenanigans, that's where the shenanigans would be. So get this. Okay. This is really good. I'm so excited. So they have, so today, the one thing is Trump had everybody vote early. Okay. So that kind of did away with a lot of the problems that we had in 2020, where we couldn't deal with the problems because there were so many problems that we didn't know about. And everybody was like, shut up, you lost, just admit it. And it made, it made him look like he was trying, but there was really stuff that went on. Okay. And then the media covered it up. So now he had everybody vote early. And by having everybody vote early, what he has done is he's created a runway where he could fix problems before Election Day. So also we had, from what I understand, okay, I don't know these exact numbers, but I did write them down, but it's on this phone. Dude, okay, we have record turnout for Republicans. Like millions and millions of people. And Republicans usually wait until Election Day. They don't vote early because they're at work. That's a well-known thing. Democrats are always winning in the beginning, and then there come the Republicans at the end and turn it all around. That's how it's been in every election for, I don't know how many years. You name how many years. A lot of years. That's how it's always been. Well, with the mail-in ballots and the COVID and all the things we had in 2020, I got some in my eye. With all the problems we had in 2020, they were like, with all the problems that we had in 2020, they went like, okay, I just thought of something. Okay, I can't think. Okay, so we had a bunch of problems in 2020. And I forgot where I was because I just got nervous for a minute. I was like, oh my gosh, what if, I got 1.8 million views. I think 1.9 million views. What if like somebody famous is watching me sometime? That's really embarrassing. What if I say something weird? I have a sixth sense. Okay, so anyway, all these problems were happening. He had a runway. We have record-breaking early voting for Republicans and lower than expected early voting for Democrats. So the numbers, the math is not mathing. So what President Trump's slogan was, make it too big to rig. Too big to rig. So that the numbers are so massive that they would have to like do some serious stuff in order to overcome the numbers. And everybody got the assignment. And everybody got the message. They got the message and they were like, okay, we're all going to go vote. And so we have record breaking. And so today is election day. And we've got more records to break today because it's election day. So anyway, they have all these issues that are popping up. Like today, the last bastion, the last stand was going to be these Dominion voting machines. And everybody was really concerned about it for many reasons that I am not going to talk about on this TikTok, okay? Maybe someday when it becomes legal to talk about it. When it becomes mainstream, when it's not a conspiracy. Maybe I'll bring it up then. So stupid. Okay. So everybody's concerned about the Dominion, It's like, okay, yeah, you've got this, but do you have this? What about Dominion? They've got control of those machines. I could talk for hours, but I'm not going to about that. So today, in Pennsylvania, they had a glitch in two of the counties, okay? Well, guess what? Laura Trump, Miss Amazing person, human, American hero, who has dedicated her life, who has left her family, not totally left them, but is working her butt off, even if it means not being there all the time. She's had, she's working her butt off for these months. And having to, that's a lot. When you're wealthy and you don't have to work, and all of a sudden you're having to do all this for America. Thank you. I appreciate her help. Anyway, they have 500 attorneys in all the swing states. And so they're filing all these lawsuits, and they are watching and tracking everything going on. So I'm not even worried. I feel like, okay, I'm on a plane, and the pilot has got this. I feel like the pilot has the plane. Everything is going as orchestrated. I feel like any kind of shenanigans that are attempted, they have it locked down. And I mean, of course, anything can happen, but it would be, at this point, I think it would be, they're catching them. They're catching them at every turn. And then you have like, they're setting boundaries, basically, okay? In relational terms. I don't know if I like this orange. I need some more colors. This is that thing by Mario. I really like it, but I'm kind of in the mood for some new colors. I might want to get this like in a plum. But I really do like this. Do y'all like this? I mean, I saw some girl on YouTube who had it, and I went immediately and bought it because I saw what she was doing. I was like, I want that. But now I'm kind of in the mood for maybe some new colors, just to kind of mix it up a bit. So I'm getting my hair done on tomorrow. Like, the day after I'm doing all these videos. But, oh well, that's when she could fit me in. So, so everything, they're catching it. Like, they're like, okay, issues in Pennsylvania. Glitch issues, okay? And really, anyway, they've caught it. They've gone and caught it. And who knows what they're going to do. They're probably going to go back and say, y'all need to hand count these ballots. We're not going to have glitches. So it's almost like, whenever somebody's right on it, they're, right there. It's like on it. So if there's a problem, they are solving it. And I just feel so confident that the right people are in play. Okay. Then James O'Keefe of OMG Media, he had a private investigator with a camera who was showing people who were voting without ID. And that this whole group was like dancing around outside the polling place and saying, y'all go vote, and getting all these immigrants to come in and vote. And he got it on camera. So if you've got people like that out on the scene, that's going to be video evidence that cannot be denied. So it's going to deter other people from cheating, okay, or from that kind of thing. And it's also going to be good evidence in court cases if needed in the future, or if we have to battle it out over Pennsylvania, okay? So people are asking, I'm sure you're asking, because I'm asking, I asked, when will we know? When will we know who is gonna be the winner? Okay. Well, we're gonna know in North Carolina, because North Carolina counts fast. Georgia counts fast. We're gonna know that quick. And Trump is up in all these polls. Okay. Pennsylvania is the only one that goes slow. Conveniently, huh? But we're on it. We're on that. So everything that can be done is being done. And so guess what? If Trump wins tonight, okay, I cannot tell you how much better our lives will be. Like, I'll be able to get a steak without feeling like, oh my God, is this the last steak? Under Kamala, under Biden, I went to prison, okay? I went to prison, and I know what it feels like. I was only there for 60 days, but that's what I've been feeling like. I've been feeling like, because in prison, you have to, like, save everything. You have to be really careful, and, you don't want to use that lid. You don't want to eat your last Pop-Tart, because it might be the last Pop-Tart you get for a couple weeks or 10 days. You don't know. You don't know when you're going to get another Pop-Tart. So you have to be like rationing your Pop-Tarts. In the Kamala Biden world, I have felt so like poor. Like I've done well. I sell really well, but everybody is all scared. Everybody's selling their houses and moving to the country. everybody's upending their lives because they're so concerned about our government. Everybody is like freaking out whenever, you see these people coming in from other countries, flooding your borders. And, you see them on the railroad and you're like, oh my God, how is that person going to eat? Or you see or hear your friends who go down to the border. I can't even go down to the border because it hurts me too bad. Because I can't handle child abuse at all. I can't even talk about it. And that's what's going on down there. So there's all that going on at the border. And it's like misery every day. That's all we talk about is miserable stuff because, my clients are like, literally, we want out of here. We want out. We want to go to the country. We want to raise our children. We're going to homeschool or, our society is being ripped to shreds, just completely ripped to shreds. And then I got thrown in prison. Like, what? And then the people on the Epstein list are running out free. But people like me who was protesting, okay, worst I should have gotten was a ticket or something, okay? But prison, really, and canceled from society, really, and put in all the magazines and put all over the news every day. A red circle around me. Really? Am I that much of a threat? No. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. Triple threat. So that's how I feel about that. So it's like life has been horrible. But if we get President Trump in, it's going to be like, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Okay, it's going to be like that. Because it's going to be like, oh my gosh. Because our economy is going to get good. Okay, the gas prices are going to go down. People are going to get confident. People are going to be happy again. And it's just going to make a humongous boost in our lives. It's going to be like, I knew something was missing. It's my lashes. It's going to be like an undescribable boost in our daily lives. And he's saying, he wants the golden age. I'm too afraid to hope for that. I'm like trying to temper my excitement so that I don't get my hopes up. But if he does what he says he's going to do, if he gets where he says he wants to get, and we get him in office, our lives are going to be a whole nother level. A whole nother level. We're going to be successful again, and we're going to have a time of rebuilding and making America first. America first instead of everybody else giving our money to all these places, and then I'm sure that I don't know. I don't feel like they're out as strong as they were in 2020. I don't feel the threat as much. I feel like they're tired. They're tired of their shenanigans. It's like they ran out of shenanigan steam. And we're going, well, we haven't. We're very tired of these shenanigans. We don't like this. This is not going to be okay. Okay? I feel like I wish I had a makeup artist. I would be happy. But if I can get 1.8 million views with just regular makeup, maybe I should just keep doing it. Okay. I had no idea. Okay, so then, what do we say? So that's the deal. So they're catching everything that is in Pennsylvania. So if a ball drops in Pennsylvania, they're filing a lawsuit, or they're on it, or they wouldn't let GOP poll watchers in one of the counties, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I don't know what county. I should write this down and have a better memory, but don't. One of the counties, they wouldn't let the GOP come in. And guess what? They filed a suit and got them in. Okay? They're filing suits. They're winning the suits. They're winning. So now I don't know why, finally, we've got some judge with a hard, or, you know, who's like actually being, I guess before all the issues were just so, it put like the entire election on one judge. And so all the judges, including our own Supreme Court, were completely averse to ruling. That's a good idea. That's what happened. Because back in 2020, if a judge ruled for Trump, then he was the judge, the entire weight of America and our presidency was on his shoulders. Okay? So that's why no judge would take that responsibility. No judge was going to do that. It wasn't going to work that way. But now that it's all been done before the election, all the issues are being, you know, little issues, little clerical issues, little glitches in the little Dominion voting system that's in the swing states, the little glitches, little issues. Now they're being handled by the courts before it becomes, ooh, this is not a good placement today. I hate those individual eyelashes. I've been getting those for years. But you have to go sit there for an hour. And I hate doing that. So now they're handling those things beforehand. So then if there are issues tonight or tomorrow, because I think Pennsylvania is going to drag their feet and say, oh, we don't have the results. If they do that. Now, if we have a big enough win, then that's not going to be a problem. If we have a big enough turnout everywhere else, then the momentum will be la 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 la. Also, another thing that we have now in 2024 that we did not have in 2020 is we have the censorship is gone. So in 2020, we had so much censorship that if you even spoke out or said anything really, it was censored. And the biggest voices were only the media, the mainstream media. So they were the only ones. So they were able to gaslight, in my opinion, allegedly. They gaslighted. What do y'all think? Do y'all think center part? How great will he make America? I'm afraid to say. Well, I think one of the greatest things that's going to happen is he knows what he's doing now. He's had time in office. He knows what he wants. We have a lot of children that are being trafficked. I think those people are going to be held accountable. So just having a restored justice for people, which is already starting to happen. Okay? It's already happening, by the way, even without him there, which is nice. So somebody somewhere is doing their job. But it's scary because it's like, okay, what about the Hunter Biden laptop? That was out there. What about the Diddy list? Nobody did anything about that. I mean, what about the Epstein list? Nobody did anything about that. But now we've got a slow drip of Diddy stuff coming out. And everybody knows. We know now. And you cannot lie to us anymore. You know, you can't lie. We see. So when you bring people, you know, it's called influence. It's called, you know, if you thought I was a big liar, you wouldn't want to listen to me. And if we know that people are doing things that are really bad behind, hi, welcome. I can't see your name, but it looks like Marine Forever. Hi, Marine Forever. I love Marines. Thank you for protecting us. We appreciate you. So now we're getting all this information. So I think one of the first things that I'm excited about is just justice, because we need a restored justice system, because without justice, we don't have freedom. We don't have America. So we need justice. We need to see justice. We need to see this corruption ended. We have an enemy within, and the enemy within is corruption. Okay? It's worse than any external enemy. But whenever we have someone like President Trump at the helm, I'm not concerned about an external enemy. I'm concerned about him. I'm concerned about his safety. I'm concerned about the people around him, because you never know who's a traitor and who's not. But he's, got people around him, and we're watching, and they're doing a good job. And if they ever don't, we'll know it. But I am concerned. I mean, there's crooked people out there. There's people without morals. There's people without integrity. There's people who are not good. And, hopefully those people will stay away from him. And he's got a good team, and God's protecting him. Ow, that's a long time. Ow, burning my hair there. So hopefully he'll be safe. And then, because without him, he is too amazing. Like, who is going to take his place? He is irreplaceable. With his knowledge, his stamina, his morals, in my opinion. I think he has good morals. I don't know him personally, but he looks like he has good morals. And, I've heard things about him that seem pretty legit. And the stamina. Like, who's gonna care that much? Nobody. Most people would be sitting at home. They don't care. They don't care about that. They would go to the beach. He has stamina. He has, he loves America. Okay? And he's making history. And that's what he's going to do. And so he's saying golden age. And I really haven't paid enough attention to that, I guess. Or maybe they need to, send me the talking points so I can know what to say. But the golden age is, or I can find the talking points. Where can I find them? I don't know. Or I should listen to all the rallies, but that's a lot of damn rallies. A golden age is a time of prosperity, of America first, I personally will be selling houses. Like, everybody's going to want to buy a house. The interest rates will likely go down. The interest rates will decline. Interest rates will be wonderful. Interest rates will be great. Banks will loan money. Businesses will start. People, the psychology of the people, they'll be happy. And, we'll have hope again. We will not feel like we're sliding off of the side of a mountain. We will feel like America is safe and saved. We will feel safe in our streets. We will back our police officers and just become a normal society. We're not asking for much. We just, whatever they did for the last 4 years was not good. Okay? And, I heard somebody talking about a single policy voter. Like, somebody that's going to make a voting decision on one policy. Instead of looking at the big picture. Instead of looking at the fact that, you've got better gas prices, better food prices. You've got more safer streets. You've got just more common sense, more logic going on in the government. You've got somebody who's cognizant. You've got somebody who can repeat a sentence. You've got a true leader that you can see and that is not being paid off, and has gone against the grain to get where he is, and he had to fight a lot of people to get there, and he did it, with all of his might. And so that's who you got at the top of the helm, and you just feel better when that happens. And so it'd be a wonderful time, and a lot of things would be restored. And, of course, they're going to try to come after him again, like the Russia. But guess what? They already did that and failed. And they failed again and failed again and failed again. And I'm sure, they're having, I hate to say this word, but wet dreams. I think that they are having dreams of him being in prison still. Like, that is their, they want that so bad. A lot of people do. Because people don't like someone who comes from the outside. I have this flipped. People don't like an outsider. People don't like an outlier. They want you to follow the rules. They want you to follow the directions, follow the rules. Okay, I'm going to use this. What do you think? I've seen people do that. Ooh. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do my eye drops. Okay, so we're going to have, I'm going to do something like I can't do TikTok shop. You know why? I was banned from PayPal for J6 because I protested on J6. So I was banned from PayPal, so I can't do a TikTok shop. So you're never going to see me selling anything on a TikTok shop because TikTok shop only lets you make money if you use PayPal. And I just feel like that's the mark of the beast, but oh well. Because I think that we should not be banned from financial institutions. And PayPal also went to the media and told them they banned me. And so it became world news overnight. They put it in, it was on CBS National, NBC, ABC. Jenna Ryan booted, real estate agent Jenna Ryan booted from PayPal. And they used it as a marketing technique for virtue signaling. Meanwhile, it was destroying my life because everybody was scared of me. They're like, oh my God, if I told her, they'll ban me too. They're like, I don't want to be banned. So I didn't have any friends. I got kicked off of everything. I'm going to put on a necklace. Do you want to see my crazy shorts? Okay. This is my shorts. They're my running shorts. Nobody knows, right? Because I'm home. What do I care? And I'm going to make some TikTok videos. And hopefully I'll get more millions of views. So that's the story. And that's what, so now we have momentum because we have a voice. We're not being shut up. We're able to talk. And we're able to say, and hey, and with Elon Musk has freed Twitter, freed the bird. Let that sink in. And so now we can talk on Twitter and we can find out real information on Twitter. And I know I probably need a small little cute necklace, but I don't have anything. I have it, but I don't know where my housekeeper put it. And they haven't been here in a while. And so I have one necklace. It's got like but that's not bad, right? And then I can wear this. And I want to cover this tattoo. What the hell was I thinking? I got this tattoo when I broke up with my boyfriend. It is the ugliest tattoo I have ever seen in my life. And I hate it. And so I'm going to learn about tattoo removal. But if I can't get tattoo removal right now because I'm too busy worried about if we're, going to have Armageddon. So I'm not doing anything. And everybody's that way. Like people are not even buying houses. They're like, oh my God, are we going to have to move to the country, flee? Are we going to have to go to Costa Rica? People are going, if she wins, I mean, they're not kidding. This is not a joke. This is, this is not like the, celebrities who say, I might move to Costa Rica. This is not like that. These are like literal people that will be moving. And of course I'll sell their houses, but to whom? I guess to the people that invade our country. They need houses too. I'll be around. I'm not moving to Costa Rica no matter what. I'll be selling houses and just going about my busy day. So if you guys like my show, Trump 2024, today is election day. I'm super excited. I just gave a whole show and shared so much information. I don't know how to save these shows, but I'm going to figure it out. And then I'm going to go ahead and put them on like YouTube or something so people can listen again. Ooh, I need some earrings. And I'm going to put them on YouTube because I think they're valuable. Because what I'm doing is I'm consolidating everything on the news that I read so that you can just listen to it from me rather than, Dan Bongino, or rather than having to go search it everywhere, you could just listen to it as I talk about it. Because you might like my voice, and you might like what I have to say, and you may like my presentation. And if you do, then you can come back tomorrow, because I'm doing this. I'm here for this. And I will be here, and I will be sharing. I'm going to be researching the news, because somebody made me mad. And when they made me mad, and they lit a fire under my butt. Someone treated me like crap, like I was a nothing, like I was not worthy, like I was worthless. And it made me so mad. And when you make me mad, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out there and I'm going to start showing you who I am. And so it's like, thank you. Thank you for treating me like crap. Because had you not treated me like crap, I would not have done that video. I would not have gotten 1.8 million views. It's probably 1.9. I would not be so motivated every day to do this live thing, whatever I'm doing. I'm doing this out of sheer anger. I'm fueled by anger. Someone put me down. Someone underestimated me. Someone treated me like I was not who I am. They didn't know who I was. And who I am, I'll tell you who I am. I'm a hardworking American woman who loves my country and who's brave. And I stand up, even though I have a company, and even though I'm not making everybody happy in the world, I'm standing up for the United States. And that's what I do. And people like that, you don't find every day. And people like that, you don't put them under you don't put them at the end of the line, and you don't tell them they're worthless. And you don't dismiss them, and you definitely don't lie to them, okay? And if you do, then they're this is my glow up. So here's my glow up, and y'all are with me. What'd you say? Hardworking, intelligent American woman. That is who I am. Why would, I may have been perceived in the media. They try to make me look like an idiot. And they try to make me look stupid, dumb, all these things that I am not. And now's my time to come back and go, wait a minute. You guys had a story about me, and the story was wrong. And also, there's a lot of walls to break down in terms of how men treat women and how society treats single women. Yeah, I'm a single woman, and I'm over 40. And I have 2 dogs. And I'm single. And I have no children. And guess what? I'm beautiful and I'm amazing, and it doesn't matter. And we're people too. And stop putting us down. I'd appreciate that. And I'm definitely going to put that in my messaging, not now, but on down the road. That's what I believe in. Is I believe in equality for all. Like, I was listening to this guy do a podcast, and he's amazing. I think his name's Benny. Like, he's really good. I watched his stuff. I mean, I've seen his stuff. And I watched him put down a single woman who drinks boxed wine. Oh, really? You're going to put down a single woman who drinks boxed wine? Okay, thanks a lot. I mean, do I look at him and say, I'm going to put down guys with small peters? I didn't say that. I don't even use that word. I've never used that word. But I didn't want to say that thing. Okay? Because I don't talk like that. But I'm not going to sit there and talk about his body parts or his, just because you grew up in a wonderful family, just because you married someone in college like you're supposed to. Oh. Just because you married someone in college like you're supposed to, just because you had a great, family life, just because you had opportunities and you are now married and you have a beautiful family, nuclear family, and you got all those opportunities and you took advantage and you did everything the way you're supposed to. There's those of us out there that were not so fortunate. There's some people out there who are single, not by choice, but because they've gone through some stuff, and it's really hard. It's really hard sometimes. Relationships can be hard for people. So you're not better than that person. That person may have had to work so hard to get where they are, where they're drinking their boxed wine. that you don't even know their story. So stop talking about women who are single without children who drink boxed wine, because you are insulting me. How funny is that? Trump 2024. If you vote for Kamala, I would not want to vote for somebody who, has satanic things. No, that's not going to happen. And, if it does, then I'm just going to sell houses. Everybody's going to flee. But if Trump wins, we're going to have beautiful golden era. I'm going to sell houses. I'm going to get some new jewelry. I'll get, have money in the bank. And I'll be able to build a better studio rather than in my closet. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Come back. I'll be here. Talk to you soon. Bye.